Hello, welcome to today's The Word in a Flash. I'm Dr. Freddie B. Wilson. Today's subject is Ask God for Wisdom. Throughout life, there's many times we have to make hard decisions. Many of those decisions are based on our past experience on how to deal with certain problems, or we will use the knowledge we gain along the way to help us in our decisions. We described many times before what wisdom is. Wisdom is being able to use the knowledge you obtain to make a wise decision or to better live your life. Through my experience and my observations, I've learned that sometimes when we need counsel on things, we seek counsel in the wrong places and from the wrong people. In the Bible, James 1:5 says for us to ask for wisdom. James 1:5 reads, "If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking." If you read your Bible, you'll know that Solomon asked God for wisdom, and God was pleased with this. We, too, should ask for God for wisdom daily for the things we have to deal with, so we'll know which way to go, instead of relying on our own wisdom or lack thereof. 1 Kings 3:10-13 reads, "The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for wisdom. So God replies, because you have asked for wisdom in governing my people with justice and have not asked for long life or wealth or the death of your enemies, I will give you what you ask for. I will give you a wise and understanding heart, such as no one else has had or ever will have. And I will also give you what you did not ask for, riches and fame. No other king in all the world will be compared to you for the rest of your life." Your life could be just as phenomenal. When will you realize that through the wisdom that God gives you, you can do anything positive that you set your mind to? The story of King Solomon's judgments, based on godly wisdom, is told in 1 Kings 3:16-28. Some of you are familiar with the story where two prostitutes came to King Solomon asking him to help them solve a problem that they were having. The two women came to him saying that they lived in the same house. The first woman gave birth to her baby boy and laid with the baby until she was well enough to move around. The second woman gave birth to her baby 3 days later and claimed that first woman's baby had died. This first woman claimed that the second woman's baby died, and the second woman actually switched babies so she can have the live baby. So they're asking King Solomon to decide whose baby did it belong to. Solomon had a real hard thing to ponder as these women presented him this problem. To resolve this problem, Solomon asked someone to bring him a sword. And what he told the ladies was he was going to take the live baby and split them in half and give them each half of the baby. And it was really strange that Solomon made this decision. But the woman whose child the baby actually belonged to says, "No, don't kill the child. Give her the baby." But the other woman replied, "Let the baby be neither hers or the other woman's. Go ahead and split the baby up and divide the baby." Solomon then decided to give the baby to the woman who asked to spare the baby's life, because Solomon had enough wisdom to know that a real mother won't do anything to harm her own child. She'd be willing to give the child up before letting any harm come to it. That was true godly wisdom that Solomon displayed. There's many other examples in the Bible that godly wisdom played a key part of a person making the decision on the right way to go, instead of doing things the way the world decide to do things. You see, the world based their wisdom on scientific evidence and or other people's opinions. That's not the way it should be when you're talking about godly wisdom. God will give you all the knowledge that you need to put together and make wise decisions. 1 Kings 3:28 reads, "When all Israel heard the king's decision, The people were in awe of the king, for they saw the wisdom God had given him for rendering justice. Understand something. Solomon wasn't the first person that realized he needed godly wisdom in order to live a successful life. His father, King David, told Solomon he should seek godly wisdom as he moved forward in his life to make better decisions. You see, King David was giving his son Solomon wise advice as to who he needed to seek in order to make wise decisions. He didn't tell his son to just go by what I would do or just go by what the people say you should do. He told his son to seek godly wisdom, which made Solomon very wise to become king and do a great job and to be very successful. If you ask me, godly wisdom is the only way to go. The rest of the world will mislead you and have them doing the things based on what they want you to do or what's popular to do or what's going to benefit someone or something else. You should seek godly wisdom, for that will propel you to do great things with your life and in your life. Be blessed.